Strategist Amanda Renteria, staff writer at The New Yorker, Jay Caspian Kang, Republican strategist Danielle Alvarez, and host of the Mary Walter radio podcast, Mary Walter. Thank you all for being here with us. So, Amanda, as we start here with you, it sounds like there's a couple of Democrats, we heard Elizabeth talking about this already, that are potentially already voting to end the shutdown. Do you think that more Democrats are going to get on board here and peel away from that leadership, or does Chuck Schumer have them kind of locked down?
No, I mean, here's what's interesting about this moment, right, is Democrats are put in a place where they have to decide whether Americans are going to be harmed by their health care being taken away or whether Americans are going to be harmed by being fired at the federal government. And so I don't just believe it is Democrats who are going to say, maybe we need to center people right now and move forward. I also think you have a real opportunity for Republicans and Democrats, maybe they're not the party leaders, to come forth with the plan that really does center people. Because I know there's a lot of Republican districts who are already worried about some of the hospital closures they're beginning to see. And so perhaps one hopeful message here is that there is a bipartisan group brewing to bring us to a path of working together and putting people at the center of that.
My understanding is they need 8 total, right? So that means essentially 5 more from our count right now in terms of Democrats. Danielle, bringing you a Washington Post poll, perhaps maybe you've seen it, it's out today, shows more independents say they would blame the shutdown on Donald Trump and Republicans than they would the Democrats. So as you analyze that, do you think Republicans might be losing the messaging battle in this moment?
There was also a recent New York Times Siena poll that said that Democrats shouldn't shut down the government. The reality is that this is not a simple majority. We need 60 votes in order to pass this clean continuing resolution. We have bipartisan support. As you have reported, there are Democrats who have sided with Republicans and said that we should not shut down the government. We should not stop paying our brave military members, our law enforcement, shut down pay for workers at our airports, and we need to make sure that there are more Democrats that do that. We shouldn't hold America hostage. We should pass this clean continuing resolution, for fund the government for 7 more weeks, come to the negotiating table, and talk in earnest about what the next step looks like for an appropriations bill.
And I think that same New York Times poll also said that 33% of Americans sort of blame both sides collectively there as they try to understand what's happening in the government shutdown. Jay, President Trump also threatening these permanent firings, as we've talked a lot about. Any concern there that then backfires on him politically?
Yeah, I think that the blame game here going forward is going to be really interesting if people actually do start losing their jobs. I mean, as the reporter said to you before, 100,000 jobs have already been lost this year at the federal level. And I think that politics can feel a bit abstract just because we see so much of it on our phones, but it becomes real when people that you know, maybe family members and friends, start losing their livelihoods because of these politics. And I think that the public's frustration, if you look at any polling with both parties, Democrats have historically low numbers, Trump is not particularly popular as well, that there will be a real backlash to this once people start feeling it within their own communities. And I just don't see how either party really benefits from this at this point.
Right, Americans losing faith in Congress altogether. But, Mary, we know the Senate will vote again tomorrow. We heard, though, from Senate Majority Leader John Thune, who says if that vote fails, in all likelihood, they will not vote again until Monday. Do you think they should stay through the weekend and try to hammer this out?
I don't think it's in the Republicans' best interest to stay for the weekend and hammer this out. Let the Democrats stew in this. Chuck Schumer was told that he was walking into a trap, and he walked right into it. They voted for this exact same CR in March. And now because he got blowback from the far left part of the Democrat Party, the AOC and that crew, he's decided to not go forward and vote on the same thing again this time around. So now he's in a no-win situation. The Republicans are controlling the messaging in the sense of there aren't very many Americans who want to pay for the health care of people in the country illegally. That's a loser for the Democrats. That's not even an 80-20. That's like a 90-10 issue. So I think the Republicans are more than happy to sit back and let Chuck Schumer try to figure this out on his own.